Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here in Cincinnati. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Burrow going to open by putting it up. Going to get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first and 10, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darius Washington. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
Hey, middle. Hey, Alpha,
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Still on his feet. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Hold on. No, we changed it.
Play action now. Jackson. That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time...
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium. Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now they face 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
Play action now with Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now. Check go.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop. Oh, my, they're faking it on their opening drive. Pass caught. And they get to him just in time. Another step or two, and that fake would have moved the chains. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Burrow setting up the play action. His first throw is an interception. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Bengals bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take.
And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Bengals get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have 3rd down and 8. Play action now. Burrow. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Get set.
Throwing now off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Down the run right, throwing deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Throwing off the play fake here. He's got a man left. And he's taken down at the 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
11 MT. Stop.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Bengals hoping to break this tie before the half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Chased out to his right. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And
You gotta be the luckiest motherfucker, bro.
But it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball.
And the pressure gets
Yeah, that shit right back. You ain't even that good, bro. I'm just trying to do different plays and shit. Ain't even that good.
It costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, You got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go.
From the 42. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals push the lead to 2 scores now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They're going play action. That's taken in by Samuel. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a 49er first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry in the best of...
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. A questionable call leads to disaster. This one's intercepted. Von Bell takes it away. And the Bengals get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27.
I'm one, right?
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down, Burrow to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
I'm one, right?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
They go play action here. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Purdy setting up that play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Play action now with Purdy. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks to snuff out.
And we've seen this before. It's a fake. Went for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. And he's got a free play here. He's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. McPherson at the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Motioning one of the tight ends. First down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
On the set. 19-18. Let's go now. Go.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's on the move. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again. And a massive sack on first down, well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Cincinnati. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
A sack certainly isn't ideal in this situation, but I think this quarterback considers himself lucky he at least prevented the safety. This defense is in attack mode. They know they're one big play away from taking a 2-0 lead.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. First carry for David Montgomery. Man. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to look downfield once again. And this turns out to be a nice return as he is out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he will get into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first down, it's Goff. Oh, a loose football. The Bengals have got it. So after one, it's the Bengals on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. A carry here for Brown. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. The Lions call their first timeout. Patrick motioning here. On first and 10. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, Those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On second down, Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Play action now. It's Burrow. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Burrow to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up. Now, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football. And they'll turn it over. Stopped on fourth and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as
timeout, bro.
This entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll go play action with Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field.
Come on, man, don't quit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Buffalo. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
56.
Allen gonna throw to get things going. This one caught by Khalil Shakir.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He's going to keep it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Alert! Stop. Look out!
Allen to throw. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Middle. Half 85. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's gonna be brought down up past the 45.
12. Get set. Stop.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over. 3rd and long.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw, Burrow. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he will score. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On first and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Alert, alert, alert!
To throw again, it's Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Throwing again, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
That one taken in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 14-6 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll start at the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Working across the field. This one's to Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
11.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
I didn't even mean to throw that shit. What the fuck? Damn.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target, but it just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
52.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Now Allen on first down. This one downfield for Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. On first down, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Stop. 5 wide.
Allen going to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Alert! Hey, tight.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Pass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
On 2. Gun.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Buffalo. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
11. Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 39 yards.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Your tight end motioning left here. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Cook. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25. So we are through 3.
12. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And that one incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Big opening up the middle. Now he's loose again. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they will indeed try to tack on 2. To throw is Burrow. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Alert!
Allen working from the pistol. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
Middle.
Off the play fake. Here's Allen. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try by Bass. He gets it to go. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
On one, ready?
They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
On one, ready?
Here's second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibah. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 87 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Half 85.
The tight end Kincaid in motion.
What's that?
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Cook. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
Alert!
They'll drop to throw. All alone is the tight end, Kincaid. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Middle. Regular. Go.
Throwing is Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Out. Off 52. Go.
On play action, Allen. To the goal line and in. Amari Cooper. Touchdowns, Buffalo. Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are able to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
11 MT.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Burrow. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
On 2, ready?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
There you go. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for him from the 46. Sending a receiver left. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to him. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
No, we changed it.
Play fake, Jackson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. All set up now for 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Pass it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Dot.
Right to the air, Burrow. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Dot.
Back now, pressure on its way. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Dot.
Play action now, Burrow. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Catch made by All. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals make it a one-score game. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Report!
The drive begins with Henry, and he's brought down for a loss. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 14-8 ball game. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have second and pretty long here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
13.
From the gun, Jackson. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Handoff headed right to Henry. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. It's the Ravens with 2nd and 6.
Hey! Oh.
From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 45 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Bengals football. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
God. God.
They're going play action. On the move, headed right. On target to his man Higgins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Right?
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. God.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Higgins makes the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Here we go.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
God.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go, here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. God.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Rolling left, buying some time. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Completes this one to Chase. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
On first down, here's Burrow. He rolls to his right. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact,
Here we go.
or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Burrow. This finds home, complete. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals can add to their side of the scoreboard. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Stop made by Sam Hubbard. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Running once more with Henry. The defenders are there to get him at the line. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They just get the play on. And he's dropped. Thank God there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Fourth and forever coming up. Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. He's got Andrews. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
DC, right?
Jackson's going to throw again. Buys time. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack. Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That's caught for the first. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Ravens trail by just 1. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Henry on second. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have taken the lead late. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Got his target. It's Higgins. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Buying some time left. He's keeping it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut big, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Now to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Hey, report.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. They did it. He made the interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Cincinnati. Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Return starts at the 3. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Burrow. Throw left side. Complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Barkley. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Working quickly here. I'll try again with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have second down behind the sticks. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Burrow now against a blitz. This one taken in by Chase. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked out by Quinyon Mitchell. Into the red zone. And the Eagles take possession of the football.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
On 1, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completes this one to Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now off play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time.
On 1, ready?
So that brings up second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's trying to go deep again. They connect on the deep shot. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. First and 10.
Great.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on first. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Offense up to the line fast. On second down, here's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Good. 73.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
73. Great.
Running left, this is Barkley. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
63.
Throwing it just before halftime. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great.
They give to Barkley, left side. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Working quickly here. They go to Barkley again. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Tiger swamp. Kyle, let get him.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are able to take the interception up to their own 35-yard line. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Across midfield to the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. Another big rip for him. And they finally get to him at the 15. Offense up to the line fast. First down, a run with Barkley. And he drives this forward to the 6. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
73, 73. Hey, 73, 73.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game.
Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the
This is my last game. I'm getting off. GG.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Come on, dumb bitch. You supposed to banter, bro. This my last game, though. I'm going to lock in. This my last game. I'm getting off. Nigga want to chill with his family and eat. Watch a movie, chill.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a...
He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. And he takes this.
I hope you enjoyed that, bro. This ain't going to be no easy game. Got lucky, buddy.
71 yards.
This is my last game, too, so you know what I'm about to do.
And converted into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to
I know one hell of game, so I ain't tripping. Only lost, what, 2 or 3?
Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Dana able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And that's the reason why I don't be fucking tripping.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he powers his way up past the 30. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Michael Dana. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That one caught by all, the tight end. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Stop fucking playing with me, boy. Stop playing with me.
Chase Brown. In the final seconds of the first
I'm gonna go for it every fucking time. I don't give a fuck how far I am for first down. I'm fucking genius.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go.
I'm gonna do that shit again. Watch this.
Final final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he
Stop fucking playing with me, boy.
So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point.
And I get ball back. It's over.
And that's exactly what they did.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a pretty poor return as he.
I don't know why you did that shit. That shit ain't gonna work, buddy. This is my last game too. You think I'm about to lose?
Yellow. Attack, attack.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another
Stupid.
And he will be brought down.
You lucky I didn't get a fresh start. It would have been a wrap.
This first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And I'll be back on to whip some ass on Madden.
Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy.
I'm about to make this nigga mad as fuck.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Second down and 6 now from the 26. They'll set up to throw. That's to his tight end all. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Another run for Brown on second down. And the Bengals are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Brown will take this one in.
Like I said, I'm about to make you mad as fuck. Stop playing with me, boy. Had to lock in last game, man.
So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
That's what I should have been doing. But it's cool. I won hella games. I lost a couple. It's cool. Bounce back.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
That's what I want you to do, dumbass. You gave me what I wanted. Stupid.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they
You gave me exactly what the fuck I wanted.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something.
That shit don't matter, bro. That shit do not matter, man. You gave me exactly what the fuck I wanted.
That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You gave me exactly what the fuck I wanted.
It's about ready to go here on their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this.
Gave me exactly what I wanted. I hope you know you ain't getting this ball back.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And the result here, a pickup of...
Gave me exactly what the fuck I wanted.
Second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Right back to Brown. And he'll get it down.
Stupid ass boy.
Here.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. This is Brown going up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing, Burrow.
Ah, fuck.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. Pass the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't
I
happen
knew I should have threw it to my other brother. It don't matter anyway.
Things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Gun.
Burrow. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Burrow keeps himself upright. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
I did that dumb shit again, man. Fuck.
Plans, it is intercepted. McDuffie with a pick. And he will take
I did that dumb ass shit again. GG's, man. Shit ain't nothing. I'll bounce back. I ain't tripping.
Trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little
It's always another day.
when you're
Fuck
making
it.
your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score.
I don't know why I did. I thought he was open. Fuck.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 20.
Definitely a lucky motherfucker, I'll tell you that, bro.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use
GG's, man. I'll be back on later.